Hi guys, and welcome to this video. Today we'll be looking at how to animate this design in Figma. So without wasting much time, let's get into it. Hi guys, so welcome. Hold on, let me change this so it will be a little bit more brighter here so we all can see. So so these are all the elements that we'll be using for our design. Then a little bit of these are basic, so I think you should know how to do them. This is not a frame. I just grouped them. So yeah, I I just grouped them. So let's get right into it. First things first, I am using the Surface Pro 8. I only renamed it. I am using the Surface Pro 8 for my frame. So what I want to do with first is I want to duplicate this. I want to duplicate this. Now, since I am having four items that I want to go inside the frame, this is what I am going to do. I'll click on the frame. This is not going to be the main frame. Let's just name this one. I'll click on the frame and then I come to the right side of my panel, and under dimension, you would see width, the place for width. What you want to do is put your slash, then 4. Put your slash, then type 4, then enter. What it does is it's going to divide it. It is going to reduce it to 25% of your whole frame. So what I will do is I'll take this and drop it inside of this. Make sure it is on the edge. And then I'll duplicate it 4 times. Duplicate it 4 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is that for that. Another thing I want to do is click on all of them and let's add layout guide. Sorry, let's add our layout guide. I'm going to add rows and column. Add rows and column to it. So let's dive in. We'll select your first object, bring it to the first one, place it in the center, select the second one, select the second frame, bring your object, place it in the center, make sure it is in, make sure you place it in the second frame. Then you do the same for the third. Make sure you place it in the fourth. Make sure you place it in. So now that, and please, it should be in the center so that, yeah, so that it will make sense. Um, what you want to do next is select each and every one of the objects. Since I'm using jacket, I'll just use jacket. Select each and every one of the jackets, and then where you see appearance or opacity, this place where we are seeing our opacity, we want to reduce it down to 0. I'll explain later. We want to reduce it down to 0 and lock the frames too so that you don't select it by mistake. Now that we've done that, what we want to do next is our text will do the same thing for it too. Place it in the middle. I don't think I grouped this one the other time. Okay, I think I did. Place it in the middle as well. Place it in the middle. Place it in the middle. Okay, I think view, this view is not in. What I'll do is I'll select these views, select this view, select this view, select this view, and align it properly. So now that we have all of this aligned, this is the first step, and I think we got it perfect. Let me remove. I'll just turn it off. Yes, we have this to be perfect. What we want to do next is we want to duplicate our main frame. Duplicate your main frame. Now, this is where the work would start. So please pay close attention. Uh, we duplicated our main frame. Now, what we want to do is remember we turned off the jacket in the first frame. Now we are going to turn it on. But before we turn it on, we want to take this text, we want to take it down, and then we locate where our jacket is and we click on it, and then we increase the opacity. Increase the opacity. Might want to take it up a bit. Yes. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you understand. Increase the opacity. The view on this first one, I don't think it is necessary, but since we already started designing like that, I'll just leave it. So we click on this our frame. You press I on your keyboard. It will give you the color picker tool, and then you click on the jacket just to give it that nice feel for the background. You understand? If you want to reduce the contrast, you can also reduce it as well, just to, you can play with the colors the way you want. But it will only make sense that the background is a shade of the jacket itself. So now that we've done this for this, what we want to do is use our main frame again, because if we want to duplicate this one, we now have to start turning this one off, bringing this one back. It is going to be too much work. So we'll go back to our main frame and duplicate it again. You know what? Let's just duplicate it. This is one, this is two. We'll duplicate it two more times. Duplicate it two more times. So this will serve as, let's rename this as Fanboy. Naming is very, very important, because naming will make your work very easy. We'll rename this as Nike. We'll rename this as Old Money. We'll rename this as Ghost Owl. Now we come to Nike. Now basically we'll just do the same thing that we did for the first one. We want to select all of this. I don't know why I did not group it. Let me group it. We want to bring it down. Select the main frame, locate where your image is, unlock it because we locked it, then increase the opacity, and you might want to bring it up a bit just to give room for our text. And then you want to select the frame that it is in. That's your number two. Select I and click on the color, so that the colors will not be the same thing. We want to like reduce the contrast on it a little bit, so just to give it that breathing room to make the jacket the main focus of that frame. So we're done for that. We want to go to old money. That's number three. So I forgot to group this, so group it first, group it, bring it down, select the main frame, locate the jacket, increase the opacity, and we want to raise it up a bit. Now select your frame number three, which is old money. Click on I, select it, and now this is where we are going to have issues, because of this one. It is not black, it is deep brown. So our text is not going to be that visible, but we're going to fix it. First, we reduce the contrast on it. First, we reduce the contrast on it a little bit, and we might now want to change all of this to white, just so it will give it a little bit of readability. And you know I can leave this view the way it is. I can leave this view the way it is, but let me change the stroke. Let me change the stroke to white. In fact, let's just change everything to white so that we don't mess up our fine design. Let's just change everything to white. And that is for the third one. Now for the ghost owl, which is number 4, it is basically the same thing. Okay, this one is grouped. We bring it down, select the main frame, locate the picture, unlock it, increase the opacity, and you want to bring it up a bit. Select the main frame where it is in, click I, select your jacket, reduce the contrast, and here we have it. That's basically what our design is. So that we can test what we've been doing and to make it make sense, let's go to prototype. Now, in this prototype, you want to come to this place, click on it, connect it to the first one. Now, for the interaction, it is not going to be on tap, it will be while hovering, and the animation is going to be either smart animate or dissolve, but I like using smart animate. Now for the curve, it is going to be easy in or out. You can actually decide whatever you want. And the duration, I'm going to leave it on 300 ms. So we come to this next one, select it and take it to Nike, change it to while hovering, and the rest would be the same. The third one, we want to click on it and take it to old money, change the interaction to while hovering, and the rest will be the same. For the fourth one, we want to take it to ghost owl while hovering, and it is going to. Now we are not done with the design, but let us check what we've done so far and to test the animation to see if it is smooth or there's this something that we are lacking. So this is what we've done so far. Let me increase it. So this is what we've done. So you can see this is what we've gotten so far, and it is looking good already. But then we have a button. To our UI. So for the sake of our button, we have to create something where if I click as the user, if I click on it, it has to take me somewhere. So that's what we are going to do next. Now we come back to design, and let us duplicate this. And place it underneath here. Um, we don't need all of this. Delete. I think I would need this. So, what do we want to do? First things first, we want to locate our picture, our image of our jacket, and increase its opacity. And for our text, let's just bring it. let me just take it out of. I don't think we need this frame anymore. Yes. So let me ungroup all of this. We don't need our one anymore. We need our farm boy and the button. I don't think we need our button. We'll need this. So what we want to do is increase the size of this. And this is to be let's yeah, this is perfect. Increase this, and our text we also want to increase it to let's say 300. We want to increase it to 300. um Select your text, send it to back, right click, and you see the send to back option. Send to back. Now I want it to have just stroke. First things first. Select your main frame, click I, select your jacket, and you want to decrease contrast on it, just so everything we have on it is going to be readable. Now, the fanboy, what we want to do is we want to remove the fill, add a stroke, make the stroke white, and give it a width of 3. Very easy. Give it a width of 3. Now, this we also might want to make it white just so to be very, very readable. Um, I would also I would also want to increase the size of it just so it is readable now that it is in a bigger frame. Yes, this is good. Another thing I would want to do is we are yet to create the header. We are yet to create the header, which we will do. Okay, let me reduce the size of this a little bit. Yes, um, just so we have enough room for our header. Um, so what we want to do is come to your shape tool, select your ellipse, and press shift. Make a very small circle. Make a very small circle. Now press I, select your background color, and then you want to decrease the contrast or increase it just to make it readable or visible. Let's make a copy of this and another copy and another copy. So yes, they are perfectly aligned. And now I want to include a text XL. Um, my text is large, so I would reduce it to about 32. 32 is perfect. Center align it. Um, I would make this a fill of white. I'll make it a fill of white. Make sure it is properly center aligned. Duplicate it. Take it to the next one. X. That's like different sizes of the clothes that's of the jacket rather. Um, L. Fifth, select this and center align it properly. Um, then we have XL. Then M medium. M. Select it, center align it properly, and voila, we have this. Our design is already looking good. But this, I'm not feeling this. So what I want to do is let me take it to Inter. Yeah, I think I like this more. Inter. and this is looking good, at least for me. So let's create our header real quick. I want to come to our plugin, go to Iconify, search for profile. Um, let's make do with this one. I want to search for cat. Let's make do with this one. I think that too would serve its purpose. So what I want to do is select this, shift, select this, move them down here, then align them. Profile before your cat here. This is 24. Let's see if I can take it to 30. Let's see if I can take this one also to 30. Um, double click and change the stroke to white. Double click, change the fill to white. So we don't make mistake aligning it. We'll add our column grid. Um, give it a count of 10 and a margin of 20. And we want this and this to be here so that they'll be properly aligned. Now, for other things, we want to also home, change you to enter. I don't know why it is still coming back here. Enter. Um, let me reduce it to about 24. 24 should do. Um, duplicate it 3 more times. This is home. This is services. This would be order. This would be about. Hold on. It should be about. This would be order. Yeah, and I think we are good. We are good. I think we are good. So we want to align all of this. We want to align them so they are on the same. Now the spacing, we give it a little bit of spacing. Give it a little bit of spacing. I want to bring it here because I also want to add a search button here. I want to bring this here. Okay, let me align it with these ones also, so that at least we'll get the. And then we need a back button. We need a back button. So I come to my icons, um, back, search. Let's make use of this one. Um, we gave this a width of 30, so we are still going to do the same with this. Give it a width of 30. Nah, 30 is too much for it. Let's give it a width of 25. Mm, let's do 20. Let's just make the height 30. Let's see. Perfect. Perfect. So we make this, give it a feel of white, just for consistency sake. And also would like to align all of this. I am supposed to group this, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I don't know why I am not. group all of this. So there we have it. It is coming together. Let's duplicate this one more time. Name it search. We would reduce its size to about 15. Then let's go to iconify the search. Let's make do of this one. Reduce it to maybe, let's start with 15. Perfect. Perfecto. Then reduce the change the fill, the stroke rather, change it to white. Change the stroke to white. Let's give it a little bit of spacing. Let's give it a little bit of spacing. Yeah, 9 should do. Then what we want to do is make it an auto layout because we want it to have a fill inside a container. So shift A, padding. We want to give it a padding of, let's say, 5. Let's give it a padding of 5. That is the vertical padding. The horizontal padding, let's give it also 5, so that there will be space. And then corner radius, let's give it a corner radius of 5. Let's give the corner radius of 5. And then our fill, you press I, then you come to one of these ellipses that we made the other time. Select it, and I don't feel this is like a proper search this thing button, so let's change the vertical padding to 0. The horizontal padding, let's make it 30. So if we align this, we align it, then we can change the padding. We can now increase the padding a little bit. I don't know if you see what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to give it, make it align proper. Now I think that is perfect. So this is what we have for our page. Whenever you click on view from this one, now I can remove, I can hide the frame. But just for consistency sake, the color of our frame here should be the same as this, so we don't go and overdo things. And if that be the case, we want to also make our ellipse and our search, we want to give it a consistent feel. We want to give it a consistent feel. Perfect. So for readability, so people would see that, okay, this is a different. So we have that to be that. Perfect. So when now we go to our prototype, and this view, whenever you click on this view, it brings you to this page. On tap, yes, on tap, dissolve, easy in and out. Let's leave it at 300. So let's go to our prototype. We've not done for this 3 yet, but we'll do it. But for this one, when you click on this, it brings you here. And then we have our back button. So let's link our back button back to the first one. So we take this button and link it back to the original page so that when you when you get this and you click on this, you can easily go back to the main page. Perfect. So that's everything. I don't think with this one, with just this, I don't think there's a need for us to like the make copies for the rest of it. If you followed the way we designed this, in fact, let's just make another one. Just let's make another one. So you duplicate this, and if you duplicate it, if you come to your prototype, you will notice that your back button would automatically follow from the previous one. So for this one now, what we just need to do is change the jacket and the name. These ones can still remain the same. So you double click on your image, come here, and which of it? No, Nike. I think it is Nike. Perfect. Nike. So what we want to do is come here, hit I, select this, and this one we want to rename it to Nike, put it to the center, put it to the center. We want to select this, select this, select this, select this, and select this. Um, the fill we want to first things first, you select this color, then increase or reduce it. So perfect. That's what we in fact we'll just finish it just so let's just finish it. Um this double click on this. I think this is the one. Old money. What I want to do is rename this old money. Um bring it here. Perfect. Select your frame, click I, choose the background color, um select this, no, not the letter o. Select the ellipse, select the ellipse, select the ellipse, select the ellipse, and then your search bar, click I, select this color, come to the fill, and under HSL you just reduce the intensity. Now we are using the same color. We are using the same color, but different shade of it. That's one way I learned that you make a good design. Use the same color, but different shade of it. So for this one, we just copy it. Same thing. Double click on the image. Change. Change. Now this one is going out. So what we want to do is make it fit. If you make it fit, you can now come here to increase the size of it. I don't know why the image is like that, but I think it is because of the hand. It is ghost owl, so we'll name it ghost owl. We want to perfect. We want to select our ellipse, select our ellipse, select our ellipse, select our ellipse, and this click on I, choose this color, then give it a different shade of its own color just to make it stand out. Our jacket is too big. Perfect. Perfect. So what we want to do now is we want to go to prototype. We want to go to prototype, and wherever we see our view, wherever we see our view, we want to Just link it to the new page. Does that make it has to make sense. It just has to make sense. You want to link it to the new page. Link it to the new page. And then you see the back is already linked. The back is already linked. For all of them, our back is already linked to the main page. So this is our final design. This is our final design. And when we come to prototyping it again, we have it to be perfect. We have it to be perfect. Um, Restart. Now we'll have it to be perfect. If I click on view, it brings me to this page and I can go back. I can come here, click on view, it brings me to this page. I think we messed up this design because there's too much space and down here and on top of here is crowded. But that is an easy fix. That is an easy fix. So this one looks good because everything is evenly spaced. So yeah, that is basically how you do it. And yeah, I like this Nike one. I like it maybe because I like the jacket. So yes, that is how you make this design with Figma and how you animate it. And if you like this video, please subscribe and just if there's something I can do better, please don't forget to mention it in the comment section. Thank you. God bless you.